toes and the J's in the way. Got a name Chris Boss where they don't take time. Might pull up on the hop if it's up too hot. Anyone to play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made it by the million.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Baltimore.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
The 22-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it brings up 3rd.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Kareem Hunt, the ball.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Cameron Jordan able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ravens, nothing.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Chubb, the ball.
And you might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Now the try here for the extra point. atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Ravens 8.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction. Peoples-Jones returning.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard
line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. 3rd down here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Hey. You got 3 down.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
The keeper.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
And 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action now. Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Complete.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
40's Mike. Pistol. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's good for a Cleveland Browns. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. They'll go screen here to Hunt. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Complete.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And has given me the evil eye, folks. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
Single. Regular. Run.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Norris Jenkins on the tackle.
They go again with Muhammad. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
13 yards.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Wilson on the tackle.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And 7 at the 45-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Browns.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Now Mayfield. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12. And
they'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Complete. Smith has him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Pass. Complete to Willie Snead.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
16.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
12.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
14 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Willie Snead. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 30, Browns 20.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Tavon Young. There he goes left side. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This is brought in at the 21. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's got Smith here. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Here's Jackson.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Woo! And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
27.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Here's a give to Dobbins. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whipped on it.
Tonight's